My name is John T. Sachs, and I'm a partner at a company called Jaltech, and we specialize in Section 12J fund administration and management. Today, I'll be taking you through the various rules which govern investors in Section 12J funds. If one reviews a Section 12J structure, you'll note that there are three distinct levels. The top level being the investors, the second level being the Section 12J fund, and the third level being the investments, or commonly known as qualifying companies. At the investor level, individuals, companies and trusts can invest into Section 12J funds, and these can be foreign and local investors. But it would only make sense for a foreign investor to invest into a Section 12J fund if they had SA taxable income. When investments are made, it's up to the fund manager to ensure that the connected person test is complied with. And this test prohibits an investor from holding more than 20% of the issued venture capital company shares. For example, if the Section 12J fund had 100 million Rand worth of investments, no investor could invest more than 20 million Rand or hold more than 20 million Rands worth of shares. But when applying the connected person test, one has to take into consideration not only the investor's shareholding, but also parties that are connected to that shareholder. For example, if the fund was 100 million Rand and I invested 20 million Rand and my brother invested 20 million Rand, because he's connected to me, and so would be my father, my grandfather, my children, beneficiaries of trusts, etc., our combined shareholding would have to be calculated. And in this example, we would hold 40% of the issued venture capital company shares. This will result in the fund being non-compliant. However, the fund manager has 3 years from the date of the first issue of the venture capital company shares to ensure that the fund is compliant. And they would do this by raising more and more money from third parties that are not connected to the current pool of investors. For an investor to retain the tax benefit, the investor must be invested for a minimum period of 5 years. If they elect to exit early, there will be a full recoupment, not pro rata based on the portion of time that they invested. Unfortunately, for some investors, this is unavoidable. Should they elect to financially immigrate, or should they unfortunately pass away during the investment term, there may very well be a recoupment and their estate would have a tax liability. As of 2019, there's an annual cap of 2.5 million Rand for individuals and trusts and 5 million Rand for corporates. And this cap limits the quantum of the deduction an investor can deduct against their taxable income per year. If you have any questions, please feel free to drop me an email, and please look out for our other Section 12J videos.